Hi, Jeff. Thanks for joining me.
Hey, Steve, thanks for having me again.
I appreciate it. Okay, we're talking about Donald Trump and real estate in the news. This is a CNN article titled "Real Estate Insiders Question How Trump Fraud Judge Valued Mar-a-Lago." And since you know a thing or two about valuing real estate, thought it would be good to get an expert's opinion on this. Judge ruled that Trump inflated the value of his Mar-a-Lago estate by 2,300%, not a small number there. But what's getting some pushback here is that he used the Palm Beach County assessor appraisal market value at between 18 and 27.6 million for his ruling, versus what Trump had in some filings estimated at 426.5 to 612 million. Quite a difference between those, but some insiders are pointing that appraisal values and market values aren't the same thing, that it's a pretty well-known fact in the industry, and that's especially true for unique properties. Uh, Wanted to kind of get your feedback, your thoughts as an industry professional, because the other industry professionals, and certainly this isn't a pro-Trump or anti-Trump article, the CNN article just kind of reporting what professionals think of how Mar-a-Lago is being valued here, and whether that actually constituted actual fraud on Trump's part. Kind of your thoughts on that valuation, and how the judge came to it.
Uh, well, I think, as you and I discussed offline, you probably shouldn't piss off a judge. But the other side of this is, even if it is a scorned judge, I think realistically, the values almost never align from the tax rolls compared to the market value. Now, I think Trump had it at what, 470 something $1 million, something the sort. And I mean, and while that's while that's okay, maybe it is. It's kind of a double-edged sword. If I've been to Mar-a-Lago. I've been there at events, years ago, and truly it's a one-of-a-kind property. So there's value. You probably get some other value from other aspects of the property that you just couldn't recreate it. But at the end of the day, I don't know that you could call it fraud. When you place some of those intangible values, it is what it is. From the other side, I think Trump putting it there, he may actually get an ugly surprise from Palm Beach County now that they revalue his tax assessed value to, maybe it's not 400 million, but maybe it's 200 million.
Yeah, that is kind of the funny thing here is that it's kind of a lose-lose situation.
Yeah.
If the I think we're probably both in agreement that the value the judge put at it was really not a market value and very low. But if the tax assessor puts it at more of a real value, Trump might not be guilty of fraud on this property, but he's probably going to be paying the price of much higher taxes on the property. He's kind of in a lose-lose here to a degree, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I mean, it is a lose-lose, but the other side is, I don't even know why we're talking about this. I feel like this is, yeah, I don't know. I just this it's I feel like this is just something for somebody to get mad about and doesn't really make sense.
Yeah, for sure. This is one of the less, at least from a real estate investor perspective, one of the less investor real estate stories we're covering that's just in the
Oh,
news.
and by the way, I didn't mean it that way. I just meant in general. I don't know why anybody really cares at this point. It's I like him or not. I just feel like we're pushing here. I don't know that you could call that fraud.
Yeah, I agree. Thanks for your insights, Jeff.
Thanks, Steve.